Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you 15 latest defense updates. I know the video would be little long, but before I start, happy Holi to all of you. I hope all of you are fine. My blessings are with you. So number 1, HAL owned Hawk-I to become the test bed for HLFT-42 program. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited owned upgraded Hawk Mk-132 advanced jet trainer, that is called Hawk, by the company will be used as a test bed aircraft for the upcoming Hindustan lead in fighter trainer HLFT-42 that was recently unveiled at Aero India 2023. It will be integrated with an indigenous fly-by-wire system and indigenous developed mission computer and other systems such as secure voice communication and data link capability that will eventually find their way into HLFT-42 when work on the prototype begins in the next 4 to 5 years. Next, Armenia carried out intensive testing of MARG-155-39 truck-mounted gun in India. Armenian delegation that was sent to India last year carried out a series of tests of the Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited KSSL developed 155 mm 39 self-propelled howitzers called MARG multi-terrain artillery gun that are mounted on a 4x4 wheel truck before it placed order for the weapons system. Kalyani officials claimed that MARG 155-39 truck-mounted gun was developed in 8 months and was tested by Indian Army on behalf of the Kalyani group in Balasore and Pokhran before it was offered to Armenia, which was looking for a similar weapon system for their high-altitude operations in an area where it has an ongoing conflict with Azerbaijan. Next, India issues fresh NOTAM for likely ship-based missile test. India has issued notice to airmen NOTAM for a launch of a missile in the Bay of Bengal for the period from 15 to 17 and 20th to 22nd March, as per information provided by Twitter user Damien. The designated area for the NOTAM is just over 200 km in length, which indicates it must be a test of a ship-based cruise missile like ITCM or BrahMos or of an air defense system. Next, did BrahMos go hypersonic in the last test? The Indian Navy carried out a successful precision strike in the Arabian Sea by ship-launched BrahMos missile with a DRDO-designed indigenous seeker and booster, which for the first time replaced Russian systems in the missile, but Hyderabad Magnetic Observatory and Alibag Magnetic Observatory that uses magnetometers to record changes in the magnetic field, including those on or near the Earth and in space, observed some spikes, and Richard Cordaro on Twitter claimed saw hypersonic spikes. Next, ISRO successfully carries out controlled re-entry experiment of aged satellite. The Indian Space Research Organization said it successfully carried out an extremely challenging controlled re-entry experiment of the decommissioned orbiting Megatropics 1 MT1 satellite on Tuesday. The satellite re-entered the Earth's atmosphere and would have disintegrated over the Pacific Ocean, the Bengaluru headquarters National Space Agency said on Twitter. The low Earth satellite was launched on October 12, 2011 as a joint satellite venture of ISRO and the French Space Agency. Next, IAF appoints Group Captain Shailza Dhami as first female commander of the combat unit. The Indian Air Force has selected Group Captain Shailza Dhami to take over command of a front-line combat unit in the Western Sector. Group Captain Dhami was commissioned in the year 2003 as a helicopter pilot and has over 20 800 hours of flying experience. A qualified flying instructor, she has served as flight commander of a helicopter unit in the Western Sector. Having been commanded by the Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief on 2 occasions, the officer is presently posted in the Operation Branch of a frontline command headquarter. Captain Shraddha Shivdavkar, who was posted as an Army Air Defense Officer in Jalandhar, she was living her dream, but something still felt missing in her life. Next. Indian Army female Doctor Captain Deeksha posted with Special Forces Unit. Captain Deeksha, a doctor in the Indian Army, has been posted as a medical officer with a Parachute Regiment Special Forces Battalion. Captain Deeksha has undergone training with the Special Force troops and has undergone rigorous training with the Special Forces operative. She was misidentified to have been deployed in Turkey as part of Operation Dost. In the pictures shared by Indian Army, she can be seen training with her male counterparts. Next. Joint military exercise between India-French armies, Fringex 23rd, starts in Tiruvantpuram. The maiden joint military exercise between Indian Army and French Army, titled Fringex 23, started today in Tiruvantpuram, Kerala. The exercise is being conducted at the Pongode military station from March 7 to 8, 2023. It is for the first time that the armies of both nations are engaging in this format, with each contingent comprising a company group each from the Tiruvantpuram-based Indian Army troops and French 6th Light Armored Brigade. Next. NIA-based BUTS multi-state Hawala returning funding PFI terror activities, 5 arrested. The NIA on Tuesday claimed to have busted a multi-state Hawala Network funding the Popular Front of India terror activities with the arrest of 5 members of the banned outfit in Karnataka and Kerala. The agency said despite the ban imposed on it on September 27th last year, PFI leader and members continued to propagate the ideology of violent extremism and were also arranging arms and ammunition to commit crime. Next. After a refit, the INS Sindhuratna S59 arrives in France en route to India. INS Sindhuratna S59, a Sindhu Ghosh class diesel electric attack submarine of Russia origin Kilo, has arrived in the French port of Le Havre on its way to India from Russia after undergoing a major refit and life extension upgrade. Sindhuratna had to be sailed back to India after European heavy lift vessels were denied permission to bring back submarines from Russia to India due to ongoing EU sanctions imposed on Russia as a result of the Ukraine war. Next. All about TARIQ-LR PGM that will be used on the Tejas Mk 1A. Edge Defense Group, a UAE-based manufacturer of precision-guided systems for conventional aerial munitions, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Bharat Dynamics Limited to produce TARIQ-LR single modular kits for Mk-81, Mk-82, Mk-83 munitions, as well as a 500 IB penetration warhead for Tejas Mk1 fighter jets. TARIQ-LR with wing kit has long standoff ranges of up to 120 km and all-weather day-to-night operational capabilities, allowing it to adapt as your missions change. TARIQ-LR uses imaging infrared technologies with automatic target recognition capabilities or semi-active laser seekers to improve targeting accuracy. Next. Contracts for procurement of 70 HTT-40 basic trainer aircraft from HAL signed. Ministry of Defence on March 7 signed contracts with HAL and Larsen & Toubro for procurement of 70 HTT-40 basic trainer aircrafts and 3 cadet training ships, respectively, in the presence of Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh in New Delhi. Defence Secretary Shri Giridhar Aramane, along with other senior civil and military officials of MOD and representatives of HAL and Larsen & Toubro were present during the signing and exchanging of contracts. In a major boost to the government's efforts to achieve Atmanirbharta in defence, the Union Cabinet had on March 1st approved the procurement of 70 HTT-40 trainer aircraft from HAL at a cost of over 6,800 crore. The Cabinet had also cleared signing of contract with L&T for acquisition of 3 cadet training ships from L&T worth more than rupees 3,100 crore under by Indian IDDM indigenously designed, developed and manufactured category. Next. Navy successfully test fire medium range missile from INS Visakhapatnam. The Indian Navy on Tuesday carried out a successful test firing of a medium range surface to air missile, that is MRSAM, from frontline warship INS Visakhapatnam. The test firing validated the capability to engage the weapon as an anti-ship missile, they said. The MRSAM has been produced at state-run Bharat Dynamics Limited. Next. ISRO conducts Rail Track Rocket Sled deployment test of Gaganyan Pilot apex cover separation parachutes. ISRO conducted the Rail Track Rocket Step deployment test of Gaganyan Pilot and apex cover separation parachutes in cluster configuration at the Terminal Ballistic Research Laboratory TBRL, Chandigarh on March 1st and 3rd, 2023, an official statement said. The first test simulated the cluster deployment of 2 pilot parachutes. One parachute was subjected to a minimum angle with respect to flow conditions, and the second parachute was subjected to a maximum angle with respect to flow. These pilot parachutes are used in Gaganyan mission to extract and deploy the main parachute independently, the statement said. The second test simulated the cluster deployment of 2 ACS parachutes under maximum dynamic pressure conditions. Thank you.